All right, junior tennis just needs to be eliminated. Junior tennis should be eliminated. Dan, did you hear me?
I heard you.
All right. Junior tennis should be eliminated. So Elon Musk, if you play on this social media, you scroll down, TikTok, Instagram, so forth. Elon Musk has this really cool quote. Something about he's got these really smart engineers that they try to make things more efficient. However, they should be eliminated. Junior tennis should be eliminated.
Preach, baby.
Okay, so now there's a movie, King Richard, nominated for 6 Academy Awards. So all these people are saying Richard Williams is a genius. Now, you heard him say that. Yep.
I heard it.
Richard Williams is a genius. So everybody in the United States, you got a chance to be a genius. Don't play junior tennis. So he's a genius because he eliminated junior tennis. Now, when I say eliminate junior tennis, I mean eliminate junior tennis for sure. Now, granted, you got some age group events, some wonderful age group events where marquee players or players get to pursue playing Kalamazoo, playing some other distinguished national USTA events. And then in order to get there in age group, you got to pursue some points. Yeah, they say chase points, pursue points. You got to get some points to get that at a high level. So that's fine. That's fine because USTA's got some wonderful boxes with some gold balls and silver balls and so forth. Dan, you ever get a gold ball?
Oh, I got balls, baby.
There you go. So he's got it. Now, so we're saying that's okay, but we don't need to play junior tennis 52 weeks a year, the 12s and the 14s, just to get matches. So, and those of you out there, you tournament directors looking for platforms for the answer, like you blame the USTA because you only got 2 players in the draw and you got 2 trophies, or you want to blame the UTR platform because there's people gaming the system, they're taking and all these other weird things. You tournament directors that are out there blaming USTA, UTR, that's just lack of leadership on your part. So make up your own tournament. Get. You can do it on Google. I mean, Google not Google Slides, Google Spreadsheet. You can do your own thing. But the key thing in having to develop tennis players, junior tennis players, is not to have them develop junior tennis. So, for example, we had a kid here. He was like 10 or 12. His name may be, I forget his name. But anyway, so when that 12-year-old kid was playing against another 12-year-old kid in one of our tournaments, both mothers looked like they were competing for the last spot in Princeton. And the kid's 12. They were nervous. If a close call happened, you got like a weird sound, like, ugh, so 12 against 12, especially when they're not the top of the United States players, just playing in a local market, pins and needles. And that's not the parents are bad, that's the system is bad. We keep trying to make it more efficient when it should be eliminated. Now, I took that same kid, Dan, and he played against a 40-year-old adult, retired military person. They split sets, played a match breaker for the third. The mother was rooting for the old dude at the end. This is a natural, and the old guy actually drank a beer. He drank a beer. So that was the first time the 12-year-old kid actually beat someone who drank a beer. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but whatever. So in the French system, in French players, when I was a college coach, one of the first questions I would ask someone would be, hey, when's the first time you beat a dude in front of his wife? Because if that happened, then you know you have an experienced player. So if you just got Snapchat players playing with Snapchat players, what you got is maybe a good junior player. And then with me helping coach up these kids through the college to help them in the college recruiting process, what I need is a direct result. It's hard for coaches to tell that what you're doing if you're playing against other 16-year-olds or other 18-year-olds. It's hard to tell. But if I can get you to play against a former #1 player or something, like if you could be like in our area, in the 757 Norfolk, Virginia Beach area, Michael Duquette. So if I got a guy who can beat Michael Duquette, that's a good thing, because Michael played #1 at Virginia, and at least it starts to tell a story. But if I have a player and beat another 16-year-old, now the coach has got to figure out how good is that other 16-year-olds. So what we're trying to do here is unify tennis. We try to unify it. So not just having, if you're having UTR tournaments, you don't need to have all 16-year-olds. Get rid of age, get rid of gender, and so forth. And so you try to get these people with Snapchat, the young kids, to play with people who have mortgages or rents, because people with mortgages and rents, they try very, very hard. So that's the ticket. It's to eliminate junior tennis, certainly dial it back. It's okay to play in your local community at your club. Yeah, certainly at your club. We need to figure out who the best 12-year-old is and who the best 14-year-old is. But we don't need to have 8 tournaments a year to figure that out. Because if you have those 8 tournaments a year, guarantee you're going to see weirdness among parents. Parents not going to be talking to each other. And then they start talking tennis on the ride home with the kid. And that just screws up the whole thing. Do you allow them to talk tennis on the ride home, Dan?
I think they should keep their mouths shut.
Oh, Dan, there's a reason we keep Dan out of the video. You know, I'm actually the nice one in this. But you follow what I'm saying here. Eliminate junior tennis. And quit, tournament directors, quit blaming it. You know, quit, and when you blame it, don't put it on Facebook that you are a failure in running tournaments and educating the parents in your communities. That's on you. You can't do that. So again, USTA, UTR, USTA with world tennis number, UTR, all that stuff. Quit blaming the system and taking ownership in it. And again, get rid of the junior tennis. Now, Dan and I, we've shared an experience together, an experiment together, actually. Barrett Foster went from a level 7 to above a 10 here at this little club. And the first obstacle Barrett had, he had to beat Carlos. Carlos is a minister. Makes it really hard to use profanity in a minister. But he lost to the minister twice. Then the minister started to give him a little lecture. And anyway, Barrett got tired of that, and Barrett started to beat the minister, okay? Then after the minister, he had to get through some Division I female players, Naz, Deanna, Tosh, and he was able to work through that, all right? Then he started to play some adults, some former college players and of that nature. And Barrett actually was playing tennis 3 or 4 times a week. I always told his parents it was 4 times because I think we were charging him for 5, so the times that he'd only played 3 times. But anyway, point being is that kid is playing #1 for a prestigious Division III university, Hampton-Sydney, very, very old, male college, surrounded by a bunch of women. But anyway, the point being is he didn't play the age group tennis. He got better, faster, and he found enjoyment with the game. No one enjoys being out there on pins and needles competing for that last spot in Princeton, you know, which really doesn't exist. Okay, so now I'm going to look through my notes here. I covered the Elon Musk quote. Hey, we're not trying to make tennis more efficient. What I hate about junior tennis is when they do try to make it more efficient, Dan, they want to make it more efficient by points. Hey, we're going to give more points for the back draw. We're going to give you points if you're going to play doubles. And we're going to give you points if you do this or that. I mean, points. I mean, this ain't like green stamps. I mean, you don't get like points. You can't. What do you do? Save those points up and you go into college and you tell the college coach, hey, here's how many points I have. The college coach doesn't care about that. He just wants to know how many matches you're going to win for him and at whatever number. So anyway, so we don't need to make it more efficient. We need to dial it back, eliminate it a lot of the times, make it special. So when you're going to go play these age group tournaments, there should be a special thing. That shouldn't be where the 12s are playing the 14s, 14s are playing the 16s, 16s playing 18s, 18s aren't playing at all because they went through the whole damn path, parents talking tennis on the way home, all that kind of nonsense. So those are the stories. We need to eliminate junior tennis And we need to take these people in the communities, and you got to have greater leadership and quit looking for a system to take the place of the leadership you should be providing. Got it? Did I cover it all, Dan?
Preach, baby.
Preach, baby. No more junior tennis. Eliminate it.